We are going to run through the Almighty mountain bike line. Originally we designed this for e-bike, 6,000 lumen, but people obviously wanted to use the light on their mountain bikes as well. We introduced a battery version as well as being able to hardwire it straight into certain manufacturers' batteries. So originally we did it around the Bosch system. I'm going to give you some dimensions. See that it is 77 millimeters wide, say 49 millimeters high. Overall length there is just over 72 millimeters. Weighs in at 219 grams. Key features that we like to think about on our lights. So 8 LEDs, nice big button on the back there. When you've got your winter gloves on, you can access the switch really easy. Only use Brad Harrison connectors, so they're industrial type quality connectors. The cable and the connector get its waterproofness when they're actually together. When they're apart, obviously that port is vulnerable, so it's really important to make sure you keep that port dry and don't let any water get in there. To line up the connectors, you have to offer the cable up and give it a small rotation till you get the 4 pins to align. So you offer it up, rotate it around, and it just pops in like that. You screw it up and then it can't pull out and plummet you into darkness if you're going down a bit of single track. Low power, medium power, and then full power. Glow rings around the outside, they help give side luminosity. Press and hold, turn it off. If you press while the power's in and just keep your finger in there, there are various flashing modes as well. As keep your finger on there for 5 seconds and that'll turn it off, and then it is straight back into low, medium, high settings there. To disconnect it, you just unscrew the cable, pull it out. Now it comes standard with that light, and this is the standard bracket that it comes with. An O-ring that goes around the top of your stem. You need a 75 millimeter plus length of stem for the standard fitting. Battery, 3,400 milliamp hour battery as standard. And what you do is you slot the battery in there, you rotate it round, and then you get the pin that then centralizes, lines that up, run the cable through there, and that's basically your battery on. To get the light on, you need to keep the two, when you line them up, you need to keep the two very horizontal. Just engage the end there in the front of the slot there, and then just rotate it round, and there's a sprung loaded pin just there, and there's a solid locking pin there. You can, if you want, adjust the tension on the sprung loaded pin, and we recommend that you use the grub screw there and permanently keep it locked in position as well. Once you've done it once or twice, it's really easy. Into there, clicks into position, load the cable up into the back of the light, and there you are. It's that easy. It's set up, ready to go. Low, medium, high. Now for those of you that have a very short stem, we do the gravity mount, and you can find that on the website, and I'll just show you what that looks like. What happens is the battery fits in the opposite direction, exactly the same fitting and the way it goes on, but you would slide the battery on there, rotate it, put the pin in there. What I recommend is that when you put it on your bike, that you leave about a 5 millimeter gap between the frame and the battery, and obviously always check that you've got the correct alignment and that there are no cables are fouling as well. So this system here kind of acts as an all-in-one, so it connects to the handlebar, 31.8 or 35 millimeters. That is an optional extra if you look on the website. So 250 grams for the battery. Total length 80.5 millimeters long, 40.2 wide, and the height is 50.5. That's what it sits like in your hand, just to give you some idea. We do have the new Enduro battery, so it's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This is it here. So if I show you the two side by side, it is an optional extra if you want it. We used to use this one, we still do the Enduro battery, which is twice the length as well. It'd be nicer, same size, it's a little bit fatter, a little bit dumpier. So if we just put that on the scales there, 470 grams for the Enduro battery, 55.5 wide, 65 height there, and the overall 78.5. So if you put that in place there, just gives you some idea that that's what you could look like there. And when you've got the stem on and everything and it's looking like that underneath there, you can't really see it that much actually, but it is a little bit heavier. So you use this video in conjunction with the quick start guide and the full manual. Really good thing on the website about how to look after your batteries in the summertime as well, because it's really important to make sure you don't run flat. Yeah, so that's the E Almighty.